All right, welcome back to another episode of Let's Try to Make This Soda Taste Better. Not that it necessarily tastes bad, but so those of you who've been following, we got a basket of craft artisan sodas in our belated holiday gift exchange, and so we've been going through them and trying to see what they taste like and then see if we can jazz them up a little bit. So we got a couple things out on the counter. We've got all of our Amaros and herbal spirits and whatnot like usual, but
That is not, in fact, all of our Amaros.
It's a portion.
Selection.
A selection. There we go.
Curated.
A curated selection of a few bottles of interesting liqueur. And then I've also brought out all of my infinity bottles of rum, bourbon, and scotch. And then we got some amaretto as well if we want to try that. I thought that might be interesting. But we're doing Oh-So Butterscotch root beer today, which is from the Orca Beverage Company. Orca Beverage Inc. in
Northwest somewhere then?
Mukilteo, Wisconsin.
Oh, alright. Would not have expected orcas in Wisconsin.
I don't know. OrcaBeverage.com for all of your Orca beverage needs. But yes, we have a butterscotch root beer. I'm curious to see what this is going to taste like. It smells like butterscotch and root beer.
I mean, when I think of a butterscotch root beer, I think of cream soda, so...
It's like butterscotch cream soda.
Ooh.
Like, it's really rich. Like, I don't know if I want to put anything sweet into that. It might just make it too much.
It's really nice. I mean, this is maybe the first one that I'm like, maybe we just drink this soda.
It can, but that's going to make for a real short video.
Fair. I would be interested in trying what would be more embittering things. Like
Embittering
the
things?
Angostura, the Becherel.
Well, the Angostura is a new one. Let's try this. This is, for those of you playing along at home, this is just the same as the bitters, except this is their Amaro. So, whereas the bitters just get a little bit on top, the Amaro you just drink this, and I have, because it's good. So let's just do
Quarter ounce?
a little bit more than a quarter ounce, and here, let's get a fresh one.
Clean glass. Must have scientific testing.
Scientific testing, yes. Let's do 2 ounces.
Sure.
All right, give it a shot. This is very good. Ooh, that might be actually very interesting.
Makes it look more like root beer and less like butterscotch.
Yeah, it definitely gives it some color. While you're doing that, I'm going to throw the Bircherovka out as well. And again, I think we need to really be careful with how much we're adding to this, because this is already really sweet, but I don't want to like destroy it with too much bitter.
Well, it's really nice. It does make it more bitter, herbal, kind of like brings out cloviness.
Cloviness, okay.
Cloviness. Those kind of pumpkin spice-esque flavors.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the hard spice, like the stuff you put in the stuff you put in a hot toddy, except like,
And then this is interesting because this still gets a lot of that clovey cinnamonness, but without as much of the bitter as the Angostura.
That's less bitter than the Angostura?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
To my palate.
Okay.
That has like aftertaste, back of your tongue bitter. That has more bitter on the tongue. Like
This smells like 5 and dime root beer barrel candies. Because I'm old.
when I used to go to, there was the dive bar after work on Fridays. They would do a root beer barrel shot that was like a shot of Jaeger and root beer.
Okay.
That tasted also like a root beer barrel. So that makes me wonder what this would taste like with Jaeger, which we do not own.
I don't...
That might be too sweet.
I don't even have any Sambuca or anything. Oh well.
Hypothetical future.
I'm trying to think if there's anything... No, the Fernie's going to be too... That's going to be too vanilla... Or mint. It's got hard mint.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about the mintiness. I was just thinking of the rest of it.
Port?
Pass. If you want to do some port, you can. I'm not intrigued by it. Do we want to try the maraschino, or do you think that'll be too sweet with the cherry?
Well, here, smell it.
I can tell for sure I'm going to put the iris away because we're not going to use that.
Okay. You know what? We haven't done like just straight up hard liquor. Let's try a... What do you think?
Bourbon. Or
Actually,
rum?
I'm kind of curious to see what a scotch and root beer would be.
Okay, let's do the scotch and rum.
Scotch and rum? Okay.
In separate tastes, obviously.
Obviously. Uh-oh. Crap. Please stand by. Alright.
I feel like this is very appropriate for the rum bottle because it's the like captain's decanter
and it
with the
has
ship on it.
the ship engraved upon it, yes. And I'm going to go a little bit higher with this.
Because it's not adding sweetness like the liqueurs were.
So I'm going to do a full ounce of rum. And this is like literally everything I like. When I get down to the bottom, I just dump it in there. So it's got all sorts of good stuff in it. Okay, so that's a 2-to-1 with the rum.
Give me the rum bottle.
Rum bottle over here.
Scotch bottle on your end because you're the one who's interested in scotch.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Oof.
It smells very kind of chemically.
Chemically? Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't tried this rum before, so I don't know if I like.
Yeah, that's like column still, pot still, aged, unaged. That's like everything except I don't think there's any agricole in there, but it's a lot of different rums. If you handed this to me and didn't tell me what it was, I don't know that I could tell you what it was. Like I could not figure it out.
Did I stop my water? No, the cat knocked it off.
The cat took your water?
The cat took my water. I just need... After drinking that weirdness that is the Solera rum, I need to...
See, now if you think this is all chemical, you're going to hate that one.
Fair. I might. I mean, to me, the Angostura adds like a depth of flavor without fundamentally changing what it is. So to me, this is the one to beat, and I don't know that we will.
I like that better, just because I think the sweetness helps with the root beer, but I think this is more interesting.
I do not like either of those.
All right, fair enough.
But that is a subjective
You
judgment.
know what I'll be drinking then. I think we've got room for one more if you think there's something that would work well.
I think the amaretto will probably be way too sweet. We
Yeah,
pulled that
way
now
over.
that I've tasted that.
Yeah, it'll be way over the top.
I'm kind of tempted to try the bourbon because I tend to like bourbon more than rums and scotches, but also after that terrible experience of those two, I'm kind of... I mean, that smells better than...
I mean, I've only ever put good bourbon in there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do bourbon for the last one. See what we do.
The only disadvantage here is that you have to put the bourbon back in its special little topper, or in its little base, because it just rolls around on the counter and falls off. So
It also occurs to me that doing these in a much stronger mix might be affecting.
oh
I'm not
yeah,
enjoying it.
because we're putting like less than half an ounce in each of these, but I've been putting almost a full ounce in the other ones.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm not gonna say anything until you have some.
Okay, so on the nose, it's a lot less offensive than either of the other Solera bottles.
It's you like that one? I like it too. I think.
My go-to drink is an old-fashioned, so I'm just like, I need like a shot of bitters in here, and then I'm good to go.
And I'm just thinking, like, a lot of the aroma and flavor compounds that are come out of a barrel when you're making bourbon are very similar to and also supportive of the stuff you're intentionally trying to make in a root beer.
Right.
That's really...
So this is like pretty good. My socks aren't blown off, but it's perfectly passable.
I would totally drink that though.
Yeah.
Like just regular.
If I like ordered that,
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad. These two are actively bad. If I ordered these, I wouldn't finish it. And this is my favorite, and that's my second.
These are your favorite, and which one?
And then this one specifically.
That's your favorite, and this is your second?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
But how does that compare to the original? So now the original's kind of boring. It's just a sugar bomb now.
I mean, all soda is a sugar bomb.
Yeah, but now more so.
See, I get like some buttery butterscotchness.
I think that's why it's working with the bourbon.
That gets erased when we add in the other stuff. Like with all these other things, it ends up tasting a lot more like root beer. With this, I taste the butterscotch in a way I don't with the other stuff.
Hard liquor, I think the bourbon is the best.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody warned me, I would be interested in these two, and I'm actually more interested in the Scotch because it's just, I just love that kind of weird, like, here, pick this apart. It's interesting. These are both good. I actually kind of like the Bercheroka a little bit more.
No, you taste the Bercheroka again?
And yeah, the original is just a...
Ooh, the Butterscotch, you definitely get the butteriness of that gets lost otherwise.
Yeah.
So I may amend to this.
It's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up, probably a little bit.
But I'm just, like, I have been drinking the shit out of this. This is good stuff.
It is really, it adds a lot of flavor.
Like, and it's, trying to put it in mixed drinks is great, but I've just been doing pours of Amaros, pours of herbal liqueurs, all these different things because they just sit there and sip on them. Don't put them on ice because you don't want to kill the palate or the flavor, but just have it like sitting off to the side playing video games or something. You kind of reach over and kind of, and it's just, they're interesting, they're fun, and I'm not doing that to get like stupid. I just want to have something interesting to taste. So, which is why we're doing this. So. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in once again. Hope this was entertaining for you. We have one more left. I believe it is a bacon-flavored cream soda, so however the hell that's going to work, we'll figure it out. All right. Tune in next time. Who knows what the hell will happen.
We'll drink bacon-flavored cream soda. We just said that.
I mean, maybe that won't be that video.
Maybe.